How you doing? This is Craig Carlino, and we're opening up my new restaurant in Boca Raton, Florida, called Carlinos Pizza Bar. And we have authentic New York style pizza that I've basically been making my whole life. What we're going to do is I'm going to take you through a series of pizzas, the first one being our vodka sauce pizza. But I want to show you how we make the sauce first, because anything you could put on pasta or food, we put in our pizza. So let's get to it. First we take a vodka sauce. We have fresh garlic and olive oil here. You want to put a lot of it for vodka sauce. And we're going to brown the garlic with extra virgin olive oil. And then we're going to put a bunch of cut up yellow onion. There'll be recipes on the website for all this stuff. Okay? Put a little red chili pepper. What you want to do is let this brown for a few minutes. When you're cooking with garlic and onions, you want to make sure you brown the garlic and onions, because the olive oil is pulling all the flavor out of it, right? So that flavor is going to toss all through the tomatoes. Now, it's called vodka sauce because we actually put a little vodka in there. So I have my 11 vodka here, which is my favorite vodka, and I put this in the sauce. Now this is going to flame up a little bit, but for you guys that don't drink, don't worry, the alcohol is going to burn off. That flame, all your alcohol is burning off there. Just let that all burn off. And now what we're going to do is, after a minute, we're going to transfer it into another pan. So we're going to season with a little salt and pepper. I like to season in levels. So you go one level at a time. You don't want to under-season it, but you don't want to over-season it either, right? A little salt and a little black pepper. As you season as you go, it's a little easier to control. Right? I'm going to take these onions and garlic now and throw it into this pan over here. And now we add our tomatoes. See that scalding? That's okay. The onions and the tomatoes are nice and roasting, and they're coming together. And this has to cook for about 45 minutes to an hour. This is reducing, and it takes about an hour. Okay? And when it's finished, it's going to look like this. It's going to look like that. Already cooked and reduced. So what I'll do here is I'll take some now heavy cream and add it here to the marinara sauce. And now this becomes vodka sauce. And we're going to give it a nice blend in here. I want to emulsify this a little bit, but this is a rich sauce. And that's where you get the nice pink color from. And mixing the cream with the marinara. A lot of restaurants call this spicy vodka sauce. So to make it spicy, we're going to add some chili flakes in there. Right here, we sprinkle on some chili flakes like that. You don't want to kill anybody, but you want it to taste good. And then, of course, we're going to finish with some grated cheese. And then we're going to put more cheese on after. And that's what your vodka sauce should look like when it's finished. That's pretty. Like I said before, here at Carlinos Pizza, the way I do it is anything you would eat on food or pasta plates, you can eat on pizza. This is just a casual version. I said before, we serve vodka sauce on our pizza and on our pasta. So basically, the pasta dish would finalize like this. I'm going to put some of the vodka sauce in there on a low heat. I'm going to tear some fresh basil. I like to tear it. For some reason, it tastes better. Okay. Don't cook on such high heat all the time. Keep the temperature mellow. Let the sauce make love to everything else. That makes no sense. I have some fresh rigatoni over here. We're going to put in here that I pre-cooked a few minutes ago. I'm going to add a little grated cheese in there like that. And I like it spicy. So we're going to put a little more chili pepper in. And this is a rigatoni vodka sauce that all the fancy restaurants sell. I sell it for $14 for a bowl of pasta. This is $35 to $48 depending on what hip or trendy restaurant you go to. And now we're going to plate it. We take our vodka sauce here, we put it in a pasta bowl, like so. I like to clean the plate up a little bit, like that. We're going to come over here to our section here where I got all the setup. I'm going to put a little grated cheese, a little fresh parsley, a little more chili just because I like it a little spicy, and that's what it should look like. Now we're going to take the same sauce and take it over and make our vodka pizza. Enjoy. Hey, Chef Craig Carlino again from Carlinos Pizza Bar in Boca Raton, Florida. You know, every family has their own version of Sunday sauce, Sunday gravy. In my house, we call it sauce. So I'm going to make the sauce for you, and of course we put it over pasta. We'll finish that up, and then we'll show you how we put it on the pizza. To start this dish, what you want to do is you're going to have your garlic and olive oil. You want to start your tomato sauce here on the side here. Okay, you're going to have a little garlic and oil. Of course, it's extra virgin olive oil. You're going to do your onions. And what you want to do is let that brown for a few minutes, okay? You want to get it translucent, or else all the flavor won't be in the olive oil, and the olive oil will penetrate into the sauce. While that's going on, I like to brown my beef. What you're going to do is you're going to take a little bit of olive oil here. I like to marinate the garlic in it so you get the flavor all the time. You put a little olive oil here, like this, and we're going to brown it. In my house, we did it a certain way. So we like to use short rib in my house. So I'm just going to brown it like that, 2 pieces. Okay. I'm going to let that brown first. Always want to put a little salt and pepper on everything. This meat is going to caramelize. This meat is going to caramelize. That's going to seal in all the flavor inside, and you're going to get that nice crust on the outside is what you want. So this will take a minute, so we're just going to brown it on both sides. I like to do this because sometimes the meat has a little too, especially when you're working with braised meats like this, sometimes it's a little greasy. A little bit of that is okay, but not too much. You want your sauce to taste delicious, right? We're browning our meat here. We're just going to let that get nice and brown on the other side. Okay, now while this is browning, I'm going to take my imported Italian tomatoes. These are San Marzano tomatoes. I'm going to get our sauce going here. These tomatoes are whole. I like to leave them whole. I don't add paste. If you have a good quality tomato, that's all you need. What will happen is as it cooks, it's going to cook down. Okay? And you want to bring that to a nice simmer. the pan is smoking hot, and that's good. That's what I want. I want that nice crust on the other side of the dish. You see that crust in there, right? Then we're going to take this and just add this to our sauce. This is going to braise in the sauce for about 3 or 4 hours. But this pulls out some of the grease from some of the meats, and also will allow it to braise and get nice and tender, okay? After that, I'm going to take my Italian sausage and brown that up for a minute. You know, about 4 pieces. What do you think? 4 pieces of sausage. Okay, again, I always like to brown it just a little bit. Let that go. And there's something to be said about just leave it alone. Let it brown. You don't have to keep touching it every 2 seconds. Just let it go, and you'll be all right. Okay, now we're going to turn the sausage like that. So you've got a little brown on the other side. That's what we're looking for. A nice golden brown. Nice hot pan too. And then we're going to add this to our sauce over here. Take the pan away because we don't need it anymore. And also I pre-fried these meatballs in extra virgin olive oil. So we're just going to drop those in there. Salt and pepper to taste. A little more salt in there. A little black pepper. And some hand-torn basil. I don't like cutting basil with a knife. It kind of loses something. So just do some nice hand-torn basil there. This got to go low and slow. You want to do this for about 3 to 4 hours on a nice low and slow heat. And also, you can just drip a little bit of extra virgin olive oil in there, and that'll make it beautiful. Now the thing here at Carlinos is we could of course put this on pasta. It's called our Sunday sauce dinner. But we also put this on pizza. And we're going to do that next. So here at Carlinos Pizza in Boca Raton, Florida, we make classic New York pizza. I was trained at the family restaurant in Brooklyn, Paglione. It was open for 40 years. And my family also has a restaurant in Castrofilippo, Sicily. And it's literally in the middle of nowhere, but there's lines. They make New York pizza in Sicily. That Neapolitan mushy stuff from Naples, I don't know why people line up for it, but this is how we do it here. So we have our homemade dough. And we dust it in semolina flour. Because here, we're all about it being crispy. There is no flop on our pizza. We're stretching it out now, or batting out all the air that could be in the dough. People have seen this a million times, guys flipping pies, but there's just no other way to do it. We make a big pizza here at Carlinos, so we make a big New York slice, so we got a big stretch going on here. Okay. I'm going to put semolina. Instead, you know when you get that white flour on the bottom of your mouth after you make pizza, because the pizza guy's not experienced and he can't get the pie to slide in the oven, so he puts too much flour and you get that white stuff all over your mouth. Here we use semolina, which the best Italian restaurants use to make fresh pasta and to make bread. Here we have our Carlinos special chunky pizza sauce. We only use organic whole tomatoes, crushed by hand, seasoned to perfection. And just give it a little spin. Pizza's all about balance. You don't want too much sauce, you don't want too much cheese. Just want it to all fit right. Okay, and then we only use a nice whole milk mozzarella. And you're gonna spread it around. There's around a pound of cheese on a New York style pizza, for any of you who ever cared. So we use two kinds of cheeses here. We use a whole milk mozzarella, and then we use a homemade fresh mozzarella. We put medallions throughout the pizza. Like so. Now you fix it up on the board a little bit so it opens up. Right in the oven it's gonna go. And in about 10 minutes, got a beautiful pie. Okay, so the vodka sauce we made for the pasta, like I said, we also put on the pizza. So we take a scoop of that homemade vodka sauce that we made, and you ladle it on the pizza, and you're just gonna make circles like this. And you're gonna spread it out all over the pie. Now we do vodka pizza two ways here. So I'm just gonna cut the pizza in half and do half one way and half the other way. First we do it with Ezzo pepperoni. This is probably one of the best quality pepperonis there is in the world, for pizza anyway. And we put in a pretty good amount of pepperoni on there because we want you to have a nice bite. And then what I like to do is put medallions of homemade fresh mozzarella on the other half. You can get this as a whole pie, but we also do this as slices, which I'm going to show you in the next segment, and how we fix up and serve all the slices of pizza. And then some nice fresh grated pecorino on top. Now remember, the vodka sauce is already seasoned, so we don't have to double season it again. So I'm just gonna fix it up here on the board. So you can stretch it out a little bit, because we like to do a nice, this pie is gonna be for slices. So we like to give people a nice big slice of pizza. So we like to open it up a little more. Okay? And then this is going in the oven. Just let that go. See you in 10 minutes. Okay, this is our standard New York cheese pie. Heads up, we got a pie on the fly coming. We put it in the tray like that. We hit it with some fresh basil because it sweetens it up a little bit. And like I said, it's all about the crunch here. But everybody's pizza makes that sound when it comes out of the oven. The question is it gonna stand up like that? That's what you want. We don't flop here. Nice and straight. We ain't gonna crease. Okay, here's our vodka sauce pepperoni and fresh mozzarella pizza. We do these in whole pies, but I did half and half, just so we can keep moving a little faster. Again, from our special dough recipe, our pizza is always nice and crunchy. And like I said before, we don't crease. Now, we're not finished yet. The whole pie is this great. We would box this up and send it to delivery or people for pickup. But now we're gonna go out to the slice station and show you how we finish the slices. Now you're gonna find out why here at Carlinos I'm called the Slice King. Because I put together and invented a slice station with all the freshest ingredients you have a choice to put on your pizza. Most pizzerias, you go to that dirty counter and you get some of those dirty containers with chili flakes and granulated garlic and old Parmesan cheese and old oregano. Here, all our stuff is fresh. So if you take a fresh slice of pizza that just came out of the oven, we put it on the board here, and you have a choice. We can put some grated pecorino on it, like so. All right, people like that. We put some fresh basil on it, if you want, some fresh basil. We have nice imported olive oil on here, like this. And we can serve you a slice just like that. Go. Hi, Chef Craig Carlino here again, here at Carlinos Pizza in Boca Raton. We're finishing up this vodka pizza we made in this episode, and we have two ways to finish it. First thing is this vodka slice here with pepperoni. We put it here on the board. Now this pizza is a little different. This pizza we finish with some nice fresh stracciatelle. This is the stuffing inside burrata. We call it burrata. It's a creamy fresh mozzarella. And also we have Calabrian chili honey here. So we take some Calabrian chilies, extra virgin olive oil, and honey. I make this myself. That stuff that comes in the jar, what's that dude's name? I think, I'm not gonna say. But we take it over here and we just drizzle it right over the pizza like that. And the sweet and the hot of the honey is gonna be delicious. And that's how we do it here at Carlinos. Okay, so here is our vodka pizza with fresh mozzarella on top. We take the jumbo slice here. We put it on our board. We bring it over here to our slice station. We fix this right in front of you. You're watching us put this stuff on and telling us what you want. In this case, what I would do is with this pizza, what I would recommend is this is our homemade pesto sauce, right? So we're gonna drizzle a little of our homemade pesto sauce with the vodka sauce there and the fresh mozzarella. Looks beautiful. And we'll probably hit it with a little, I don't know, some grated pecorino. Again, this is all your choice. We put it on as you direct. Okay? And then we'll finish it off with some fresh basil right out of the garden. Pick it and we serve it up just like that.